So I think we have all the details now about the conclusion of Cain Velasquez's case. It's good to wait on these things for all the details to come out first, because there are some details that haven't been reported recently regarding Cain Velasquez's case, where he's had a retroactive 5-year sentence after he pled no contest to felony attempted murder and assault and weapon charges. So Cain has already served 3 years of that sentence. He spent 1 year in jail, 2 years in house arrest. He has another 541 days left, which is about a year and a half. He could also have early leave based on good behavior, so Cain Velasquez could be freed even earlier than that. All while Harry Goularte, the accused man of molesting his then 4-year-old son, and it's allegedly over 100 times, at a daycare facility which was owned by Harry Goularte's mother, is still free and is yet to have gone to court, while Cain's case has concluded and he's locked up in jail. An absolute nightmare for any parent. Cain Velasquez is in jail while that man is walking. For now, he is going to have his court date, and we'll see his sentence from there. I don't know why he's taking them so long. I don't know why they let him free in the first place. Not only that, they tried to imprison Cain for 30 years to life. But thankfully, Cain has a good lawyer. But for anybody that doesn't know the story, so this is basically how the story went. Cain Velasquez heard of this, that Harry Goularte was free. Velasquez took matters into his own hands as he believed the system has failed his family, and chased Harry Goularte for 11 miles on the afternoon of February 28, 2022. Harry Goularte was not driving, it was his stepfather, so Cain started shooting at the intersection. I don't know how many cars were on the road, I don't know if there was people walking on the sidewalks. It's at an intersection. Usually intersections have multiple cars, it's busier. But we do know at some point there was a school with students leaving with their parents and teachers outside, somewhere around the chase, as Cain was shooting. Cain is shooting at this truck. He doesn't know who's in the truck besides his target. So it's most likely like a tunnel vision moment for him. And the chase continued. Cain rammed his own car into Harry Goularte's and then started shooting at it again. Missed his target and hit the stepfather in the arm and torso. Now, according to an assistant district attorney of Santa Clara County, which is the area of which this all happened, this hasn't been reported really anywhere except the official site. Apparently, the sprayed bullets were also near a school crowded with children, teachers, and parents. This is what it says. According to Angela Bernhard, assistant district attorney, quote, Cain Velasquez was sentenced to 5 years in prison today by the Honorable Arthur Bocanegra for a vigilante shooting spree that wounded an unintended target and sprayed bullets near a school crowded with children, teachers, and parents. He was remanded into custody. During the high-speed chase on crowded streets in 2022, the former UFC fighter fired a handgun multiple times at a truck carrying 3 people, including a man accused of molesting Velasquez's relative. And it goes through like the whole thing. So you could already think like shooting in public at an intersection from a moving vehicle is very dangerous to the public. At that point, you're not just putting your target at risk, you're putting innocent people at risk too. And the fact that it was near a school, crowded with children, teachers, and parents, it was reported to be in the afternoon. That's usually when the students are leaving school. Bro, I understand Cain's rage, I understand his motive. Get the guy by yourself, you know, there's a whole different way he could have done that, you know. He didn't need to shoot in public like that, especially near a school. He had no idea where Cain most likely did not understand his surroundings, right? He was tunnel vision on one man. God forbid. Could you imagine he shot someone completely innocent? And I think that's what he's thinking about. Like, he understands the recklessness of what he did, and he talked about it as well. He went on Kyle Kingsbury's podcast and talked about how what he did was wrong. He shouldn't have done it that way. He's taking accountability, and he's trying to move forward from it, which is strong for Cain, because it's very hard to look at it like that. This is what Cain Velasquez says, quote, "From what I can say as far as myself, the way that I handled things was not the way to do it. We cannot put the law in our own hands. And I know what I did was very dangerous to other people, you know? Not just people involved, but innocent people. I understand what I did, and I'm willing to do everything I have to pay that back," unquote. The endangerment of innocent people is one thing, but he already served time. Right? But that's not to overlook Harry Goularte. How is this man not have a court case yet? He was freed over 5 years ago, by the way. Cain's case is concluded. That man is still walking without even going to court in over 5 years. That's the cause of all of this stuff. How is that not being solved first in court? But Cain's is. At least go to court. I mean, his court date is June 2nd. They moved on Cain Velasquez's case very quickly. Why is it taking us so long to move with Goularte's? I don't know if it's a California thing. I know there's a lot of talks about, California's justice system is just all whacked out. People are saying that he might get a lesser sentence than Cain Velasquez. That would be an absolute travesty. Why would anybody even live there anymore? A man who went to defend his own son is locked up and has the potential to serve a longer sentence. That is absolutely insane if that's how it turns out. We thought they were going to throw the book at Cain. They were trying to get him 30 years to life. And Cain's attorney talked about it. Renee M. Hessling said this, quote, "Today's results are bittersweet. We had hoped Mr. Velasquez would remain out of jail. However, the facts remain clear. Cain Velasquez is a good man, a devoted father, and a respected member of the community. What he and his family have endured has been nothing short of a living nightmare, one they did not deserve. Throughout it all, Cain has shown courage and strength of character. He has taken responsibility for his actions and has been held accountable. The sentence handed down today reflects the complexities of the situation and acknowledges the man behind the headlines. When he is released, he will continue to lead by example, protecting, contributing, and caring for the people around him, unquote. And that's not only a testament from his attorney, but it's from the entire MMA community and everybody who knows Cain. The MMA community has supported this man all the way through and continue to support him because he's still locked up. But the fact that he's still locked up means it's still free Cain. And even Dana White submitted a letter to the court, as well as many other fighters have pitched in. And we have to continue supporting Cain because justice has not been served yet. One thing I don't understand is, okay, taking the law into your own hands is one thing, but when the system fails you, what else can you do? Now, my opinion on this is that Harry Goularte should already been the court, right? He should already been there before Cain ever was. The fact that Cain's whole case was concluded prior is a failure from the system itself. And I do agree Cain was reckless. It's understandable though. Most fathers would at least think the same thing, if not do it, right? There was a district attorney. I don't know if he was part of the case, but he issued a written reaction statement and he said one man's decision to take law into his own hands left an innocent man wounded and endangered school children, teachers, and many others in our community. If you want to do justice in Santa Clara County, please apply for a badge, unquote. These are projectiles, so they can miss and hit someone completely innocent that has nothing to do with anything. Even Cain said the same thing, right? Cain said it himself that he put people that had nothing to do with this in risk. Now, the fact of the matter is he didn't injure anybody else besides the stepfather. So that is the update. Amazing job to his lawyer. Hopefully Cain is able to get out sooner.